Hello, YouTube. How are y'all doing today? It is Marvelous Monday, and I am Queen Lillie. Welcome to my live. We are talking about Donald Trump. Yes, life under Trump. That's what we are discussing. We will be talking about the particular topic, Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, um, jdvance, and a couple other people as well from the MAGA Republican Party. As you all know, more keeps coming out daily about Donald Trump. Hello, King Alan. Hello, Queen Sheila. How you doing, Queen? More comes out daily about Donald Trump and the Epstein files. The more Donald Trump want to put the Epstein files away, the more we are digging and finding stuff. And the more he telling us to be quiet and shut up about Epstein, we refuse to be quiet. We continue to talk about the Epstein files, and I'm bringing stuff to you daily, precise and accurate to you daily. It's so much, y'all. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start at first. But I do want you guys to know, as you all coming in, please hit that like button for me, please. Likes are free. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps keep me in the algorithm, and it helps with getting more people to want to come to my channel, because they're not going to believe you like me if you don't hit that like button. So hit that like button as you coming in. And if you would like to donate to my channel and tip me, you can send me super chats. Also, in my description is my Venmo and my PayPal link. Yes, my Venmo and PayPal link is in my description if you want to support me in that way as well. Y'all, it has almost been a year since I've been covering politics. Not quite yet, because I saw on social media, on Instagram, VP Kamala Harris said it has been an anniversary, her anniversary day for running for president. So that means, because I started covering the politics a little bit after she put in for her campaign to run for president. So my anniversary should be coming up soon. It should be coming up soon. Again, if you'd like to support my channel, hit the like button. No, you need to hit the like button. Likes are free, please. If you like to support my channel, you can send me super chats. You can send me a Venmo and send me something through PayPal. The link is in my description. My Venmo is in my description. My PayPal link is in my description. Who we talking about? Donald J. Trump and the Epstein files, the files that we all want to see. Also, you need to get a membership. You can get a Ruby's membership or Diamond's membership. Ruby's memberships is $4.99. You can look at all the court filings for Donald J. Trump and Epstein. Both of their names is on there, being sued by young girls. Yes. The Epstein files. Yes. Get you a membership. You can see it even with the Ruby's membership, the $4.99 membership. You can see those court filings. You can read them. And there's extra stuff I put in there as well that I did not show on my channel, because my members get stuff that nobody else see. So check it out. Get you a membership. Big Queen Victoria's one. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Come on, hit that like button, beautiful people. Hit that like button. Show me you support me, and show me you love me. Because show me you love me. I love you. I get on here every day and I tell you how much I love you, how much I value you, beautiful kings and queens. Because without you, I have no channel. I need you. I need you. Sha-na-na-na-na. Y'all know I love y'all. Hit that like button. Come on, give me some likes. Give me them likes. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give me that good, gushy stuff. Give it to me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, I am Queen Lillie. Welcome to my live. We are talking about Donald Trump. And what have we been covering for a whole week now? The Epstein files. This is a continuation of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald J. Trump. They bromance. To start a romance. Hello, everybody. Hello. I need you every day of my life. I miss you when I don't go live. But Saturday, we had an amazing time, because Saturday when I came live, I made up for not going live, Monday. Also, if you will see for the shopping thing, you will see that there's Tresemme products. I use Tresemme products. That's what I use. You can click on the shop thing and buy you some Tresemme products. These are not free products. I bought my products. This is what I use on my hair. And as you can tell, I cut my hair. I gave myself layers again because my layers had grown out. But get you some Tresemme hair products. This is what I use with the hydraulic flex, and it's 7-time luxurious moisture. You see how healthy my hair is. Get you some Tresemme products. I actually use the entire Tresemme line. Those of you that's been on here, I showed y'all, but I'm only going to show you 2 products today. Tresemme did not give me these products. I bought these products, but I have a shopping thing where you could click on it for Tresemme and buy some of their products. I use their gloss cream serum too. I mainly use this when I wear my hair naturally curly. But yeah, the shopping thing is on my page. Should be in this video right now. So get you some Tresemme hair products. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I just want to throw that in there because that's an opportunity for me to make some funding. Because, honey, in this economy, I don't front and I don't get on here pretend. I need every dollar I can get. I tell y'all the truth. Honey, it's hard out here for a pimp. Y'all know that movie Hustle and Flow? But one moment, please. I'm going to take a sip of water. One moment. It's warm today. When I tell y'all it's extremely hot here in Atlanta, I got out earlier, and when I came home, I had to come and lay down. It's too hot. I can't take the heat. We're going to get started in just a moment. Just a moment. Hit that like button, beautiful kings and queens. I love you guys. Hit that like button. Show me you love me because I love you. You know, red represents love. So I come on here every day and I give y'all good loving. Give me some of that good loving, baby. I heard it is the bomb and you got it going on. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Sometimes I like to give y'all a little comedy here and there. So just enjoy the ride. Sit back and enjoy the ride because I'm going to enjoy y'all because I love you. We go together real bad. Okay, so we're just going to discuss a certain things and we're going to stay on the topic, okay? So jdvance made a secret trip to meet with Rupert and Lanchan Murdoch. He wasn't going there to shut down Epstein's stories. No, he was not. He was going to negotiate the presidential succession coverage. Any MAGA who thinks Vance would never screw Trump doesn't know J.D. Vance, honey, because J.D. Vance wants to be president. Excuse me. Return to sender. J.D. Vance wants to be president. Hold on. So I think J.D. would do anything to become president right now. Because think about it. How did that letter that Trump put out get out? Excuse me, with J.D. Vance went to meet with the Wall Street Journal. Think about it. What business does he have to go? I know it states that he wants to negotiate the presidential succession coverage. No, JD. We know you very well. You're a snake. And Donald Trump put up a photo in his Twitter, Truth Social, a girl in a swimsuit shaking a snake around. Hey, JD Vance, was that snake you? He will snake Donald Trump. They're going to get Donald Trump out there soon. Y'all think that the Democrats did this to Donnie, but oh no, baby. It's his own cabinet sabotage him. But you can't really blame them because Donnie did the deeds. It's not like they're lying. Donnie was friends with Epstein. He hung out Epstein and they did their sins together. They the sin brothers. So Donnie Boy is pissed with the Wall Street Journal, as we all know. So I'm going to show you something, then I'm going to read it to you. This is Donnie Boy. He is highly upset that all his business is out there. He thought he got away with it, but God said, no, baby. And you know what Satan said? It's time to pay the piper. Because anytime Satan give you something, he going to come back and collect, Donnie. All right. So this is the letter that Donnie wrote, and I'm going to read it to you, beautiful people. This is what he said to good old Bromance, Brokeback Mountain, Epstein. Voiceover, there must be more to life than having everything the note began. Donald said, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do. Come to think of it, Donald said, enigma never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey says, a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. This sounds like a love letter, like there was some romance. The bromance is real. So Trump said, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Now, what man writes to his homeboy, said, may every day be another wonderful secret? That's some Brokeback Mountain stuff. I don't care what y'all tell me. They did a lot of sleazy stuff together, but there's some Brokeback Mountain going on with Donald Trump and that Epstein fella, honey. I don't care if he got a wife. Most of these men out here, especially in Atlanta, I live in the ATL, baby. These married men are DL men. I would say 20% are not DL. 80% of the married men or got a girlfriend living with them, they are DL men in Atlanta. So DL men are everywhere. It wouldn't surprise me if Dunny Boy was one of those people. Most people that's real freaky deaky, they like it all. They can't help themselves. They can't get fulfilled sexually. So they try everything from the young, the old, the men, the women, the girls, the boys, and whatever they need to do. They do it because they nasty. Don't put nothing past a super freak. So Dunny Boy, I just want Dunny to stop lying because I'm about to show you something right quick. And if Dunny could just stop lying, it would do America so good. We may even give up, just let up a little bit, Dunny, but we can't let up because we got to get you out of there. But the Republicans are doing it for the Dems. Hey, prayers have been answered. Haiti is doing their thing because you don't locked up a vast majority of Haitians in that doggone Alcatraz. And the Mexicans, they Centurial, they know what they're doing. Get them! I said, get them.
Are you kidding me? I know what they were up to together. It happened to me. I was polygraphed. I have the postcard with a love note. So I have the receipts. Where are Donald Trump's receipts? Where are they?
This is somebody he abused.
It's very clear.
She was younger.
Michael Wolff has hundreds of hours of interviews with Jeffrey Epstein where Jeffrey confirmed to Michael what the two of them did to me long before I came out.
What Donnie and Epstein did to her.
What, are you kidding me? I know what they were up to together. It happened to me. I was polygraphed. I have the
She took a polygraph, MAGA.
Postcard with a love note. So I have the receipts. Where are Donald Trump's receipts? Where are they? I know what they're up together, and I know what that means. It's very clear. It wasn't baking or fishing. Michael Wolff has hundreds of hours of interviews with Jeffrey Epstein where Jeffrey confirmed to Michael what the two of them did to me long before I came out and told you all of this. What, are you kidding me?
Baby, we know you ain't kidding. We know Donald Trump lied. Donald Trump is a compulsive liar. The American people saw that from day one, from his first rally, from his first term. Before he got into Oval Office, he was a monster. He was a racist monster. He still is a bigger racist monster, just as big as that body of his. Bad body built and all is Donald Trump. So karma has Trump by his neck. And what I mean by karma having Donald by his neck, he got him by that thing that's called a badussy right there on him. Because he don't have a neck, he got a badussy. It is a mangina in his neck. And that's what karma got him tight, y'all, and holding him so tight. Donnie don't know what to do. I got you. Hold up. Wait a minute. So this is the judge that they appointed to Donnie, because Donnie has decided to sue the Wall Street Journal. So he has been appointed in Florida. Guess what color the judge is? He's a black man. And this one was appointed by President Joe Biden. This judge was. He was appointed by President Joe Biden. So Donnie, karma is tearing you up, all your business coming out. You have been appointed a judge that was appointed by President Obama. I forgot. Okay, I apologize. It is President Obama that appointed this black judge. And he just happened to be the judge that got picked to be over your thing with the Wall Street Journal. So it said Trump's lawsuit against Murdoch assigned to an Obama appointed attorney. So this is what it says. It says Trump's $10 million lawsuit against his long-term friend, ally Rupert Murdoch, has been assigned to Judge Darren P. Gales, and the U.S. District Judge for the Southern District of Florida. Gales is a Howard University alumni who was appointed by the former President Barack Obama and became the first openly gay federal judge in American history. You know what? Donnie don't like that. See, I'm going to tell you about people. Anybody that is DL, they will talk about and harp on gay people so much. Listen to me, people. When men have a problem with the gays so much, that man is gay. I'm sorry if that's your husband or your boyfriend, girl. I'm trying to teach you something. I have gay male friends and they teach me a lot. Anytime a man has a problem with the gays a lot and all they trying to do is stop the gays, they're trying to get rid of the gay in them. That's the problem. They the problem. They trying to get the gay out of them. The gay ain't going out of you. And I won't say that you can't be healed because ain't nothing wrong with you. But you can go to God with it and get fixed if you want to. But ain't nothing wrong with you if you're gay. You're beautiful too. Long as you ain't harming children or taking advantage of anybody, actually, you good with me. Do your thing. But the problem is, this man is gay and he black. Oh, that's gonna tear Donnie the pants off. It don't pull the diaper off of him. He don't leaked all over himself. Oh, Donnie boy. So, where is MAGA's brain? Whether Trump is or is not in Epstein files makes no difference. Trump is in the court files held liable by 2 federal juries for sexual abuse and defamation, being made to pay $83,300,000. Yes, to E. Jean Carroll. So when Donnie said he's not an sexual abuser, he's a lie. He has to pay E. Jean Carroll $83,300,000. That's a lot of money, Donnie. Have you paid her yet? Because Letitia James will be on your head with her foot across that bodussy neck of yours. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. He owed E. Jean Carroll $83,300,000. That's what he owes her. So how you going to squirm that big old fat body out of that, Donnie? How you going to squirm out of that, Donnie? We want to know how you going to squirm out of that. How you going to get out of that, Donnie? Hit that like button. Come on, hit the like button, beautiful kings and queens. So Pam Bondi is mixed in something else besides Trump and Epstein bromance. More like Brokeback Mountain boys. That's who Donnie and Epstein were. Pam, why let Donnie ruin your entire career? Right now, Pam Bondi's career is going down the drain. Although she wasn't necessarily qualified to be the AG in the White House. No, she wasn't. But her career is going to go down the drain because she is attached to Donald Trump. She's attached to the Epstein files. She lied about the Epstein files, told everybody that it was on her desk and it don't exist. America, it just don't exist. Listen to me. Smoke and mirrors, it don't exist. That was Pam Bondi and Donnie. Okay, so I'm about to read something to you. I'm going to show you, then I'm going to read it to you, okay? So this is old Pam Bondi. Yeah. And Tom Homan. Pam Bondi is dirty like Trump, y'all. The entire MAGA Republican Party is dirty. In my opinion, I have a right to my opinion. And everything I'm showing you is fair use, great for educational purposes, great for research, and great entertainment. And a little comedy be thrown in there, okay? To wake you up. Don't go to sleep. Don't do it. So it says, follow the money. Geo Group, a detention center company, helped elect Trump in 2024. Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, and Attorney General Pam Bondi were both consultants and lobbyists for Geo Group. Geo Group paid millions to Ron DeSantis' campaign coffers since 2016. Alligator Alcatraz is only the beginning. Mass deportation was never about making America safer. It's about grifting. We're just doing a little session on Pam Bondi. You know, she's a part of Donald Trump's cabinet. She just as dirty as Donnie. Never trust a blonde with blue eyes. That's what they say. The Melania Trump. So we're going to type into some Melania, because, you know, Melania ain't bright. She doesn't speak well. She's been in our country forever. So when y'all talk about people speaking Spanish, but Melania's still speaking in Russian language. Y'all get it together.
Just want to remind the viewers, his wife herself, a former nude model, got the Einstein visa to come over here, completely usurped the immigration system. What was her unique talent, I wonder, that she was able to get that? But I just want to remind the viewers,
y'all want to know what her talent was?
Herself, a former nude model, got the Einstein visa to come over here, completely usurped the immigration system. What was her unique talent, I wonder?
Melania, you wasn't a Naomi Campbell, because Naomi is the top of the modeling food chain. You was never a Naomi Campbell. You weren't even a Victoria's Secret or Frederick's of Hollywood girl. And Frederick's of Hollywood is at the bottom of the totem pole. And I used to love me some Frederick's of Hollywood. And I love my Victoria's Secret. Yeah. Yeah. I like it all. But Melania, you was never a supermodel. You did news. You even talked about it this year, about your news and how you was proud of your news girl. How did you get the Einstein visa? We know how. She's a bad, bad majama. Donnie. Donnie is a liar, pants on fire. TikTok boom. I'm going to show you why.
Reporters from the Wall Street Journal were reporting out their story about a quote-unquote bawdy birthday message that Donald Trump allegedly sent to Jeffrey Epstein in 2003. They got the following on-the-record quote from Trump that said in part, "I never
hit the like button, please, y'all, please."
He then doubled down on his social media platform, posting, "I don't draw pictures." Now, without weighing in on the merits of his complaint against the Wall Street Journal, I would just like to address the assertion that Donald Trump never wrote a picture in his life. Because if that is the truth, then who drew these pictures that were auctioned for charity? Here is a drawing of the New York City skyline, signed by Donald Trump in golden ink. It was auctioned in 2005 to benefit a charity that supports literacy. And here are some more drawings signed by Donald Trump, auctioned off to benefit a New York City area food pantry. Seems like a totally worthy cause, and dare I say, the drawings are kind of good. Trump himself acknowledged on social media that he donated at least one of the drawings.
Hit the like button, please. Thank you.
For him for saying that. Unless he's now saying that he didn't. I hope he's not saying that.
He's saying that.
Perhaps the most famous piece of artwork to be attributed to the president. It is unsigned, and the artist used Trump's favorite medium, the Sharpie, to draw this famous addition to a hurricane projection map back in 2019. Now, here's the question. Is it art? That is the age-old question here, and I confess, it's too big for me to handle. But as to the question of, has Donald Trump ever wrote a picture in his life, I think we can mark all of these Exhibit A. When reporters from the Wall Street Journal were reporting out their story about a quote-unquote bawdy birthday message that Donald Trump allegedly sent to Jeffrey Epstein in 2003, they got the following on-the-record quote from Trump that said in part, "I never wrote a picture in my life." He then doubled down on his social media platform, posting, "I don't draw pictures." Now, without weighing in on the merits of his complaint against the Wall Street Journal, I would just like to address the assertion that Donald Trump never wrote a picture in his life. Because if that is the truth, then who drew these pictures that were auctioned for charity? Here is a drawing of the New York City.
Y'all know Donnie lies. We all know he's a compulsive liar. He's not going to tell the truth. I never leaned on Donnie telling the truth because anybody that's walking around with a manjana for their neck, they cannot possibly be honest, people. Hit that like button. Come on for me. Hit the like button. Thank you. So, one moment. I'm going to take a sip of water before I move to this one, okay? Water good for you. Drink plenty. Keeps your skin looking youthful. I'm 51 years old. No Botox, no fillers. Drink plenty of water. So Paul MAGA just be making up stuff for Donnie's BS. They love Donnie so much, they will cover for him in any way they can. But it's a waste. So poor MAGA just be making up BS for Donnie Boy in his diaper. Stop it. Stop making excuses for the man that wears a diaper and younger than President Joe Biden.
See how quickly MAGA switches it up? Now they're defending Trump. They're saying that there's no way that this letter that the Wall Street Journal says that
there's a
Trump
way
wrote to
he did
Epstein, they're saying it can't be real.
Very
they're
real.
Saying he would never say the word enigma.
But he did.
Said, oh, really?
Now, Carson's an enigma to me. I didn't say it.
He said it, MAGA.
See how quickly MAGA
I'm gonna let it play again so you can hear him say enigma. Since they say he doesn't use the word enigma.
This letter that the Wall Street Journal says that Trump wrote to Epstein, they're saying it can't be real. They're saying he would never say the word enigma.
Watch out, listen.
The internet said, oh, really?
Now, Carson's an enigma to me. I didn't say it. Carson's an enigma.
Y'all see how quickly MAGA switches it up? Now they're defending.
MAGA, he said the word enigma. And I know y'all said it because I heard it on TikTok. A lot of y'all was saying, that's not a word that our saver uses. Honey, your saver don't even use shampoo. He just brushed the thing up with some hairspray, put a couple pieces in it, don't even use shampoo. He just filthy. His hair filthy, his body filthy, that diaper filthy. Go change him. MAGA, do your job. Get on top of your job. You're supposed to take care of your saver. So JD Vance says, bye-bye, diaper boy. It's my time to shine while grinding on the sofa.
Delicious tea broke over the weekend. The person that blew the whole Epstein and the letter JD Vance. Daily Mail says
JD
Vance
told it on Trump.
Rupert Murdoch's Montana ranch before
that's
Wall
how the
Street
letter
Journal
got released allegedly.
Epstein story. JD Vance made a secret trip to meet with Rupert and Lachlan Murdoch. He wasn't going there to shut down the Epstein stories. He was going to negotiate the presidential succession coverage. Any MAGA who thinks Vance would never screw Trump doesn't know JD Vance. JD Vance is slimier. He's more diabolical, and nobody wants power more than him.
She's right. JD Vance is greedy for power. Donald Trump is the most greediest and attention whore than anybody. But JD Vance wants power so bad, he has done things that a straight man wouldn't do to get there. All of them. They did things that a straight man wouldn't do to get there if he's actually straight. Now, DL, because you know JD used to run around with that blonde wig and carrying the handbag and that little mini skirt he had on, the 1982 outfit he had on that I wouldn't even thought about wearing, and I'm old as Methuselah, but I wouldn't wear that myself. But JD Vance gonna make sure he get rid of Trump and get in that office. Him and his wife that don't age, and she only been in there, what, almost 200 days out, about 200 days, aged so badly. She look 80-something years old. She wants to be the first lady. She's going to stand beside her man no matter what he do. I'm standing by my man. That's her.
Somewhere in the Treasury Department, Mr. President, locked away in a cabinet drawer, is a big Epstein file that's full of actionable information. Follow the money details about his financing and operations that await investigation. Last year, the Biden administration allowed our investigators to look at portions of the file. We did that at the Treasury building. Here is what it says. Treasury's Epstein file details, Mr. President,
listen carefully.
4,725 wire transfers. Let me repeat that. 4,725 wire transfers, adding up to nearly $1.1 billion flowing in and out of just one of Mr. Epstein's bank accounts. If you ask me, that is more than 4,000 potential.
Hit the like button, beautiful people. Come on, hit the like button,
right
please.
There.
Thank you.
Hundreds of millions more flowed through other accounts. That's even a lot more to investigate. Let me offer to help them write the bill myself. The idea that there is nothing more to investigate, not when you have 4,000 wire. Now, somewhere in the Treasury.
He's right. There's 4,000 wire transfers. They just didn't jump into his account. And Donnie, you know a lot more than you want us to know. You scared. You know jdvance is watching his watch, ready for you to go, Donnie. They're going to do what they got to do to get you out of there. Because the Heritage Foundation, they got plans. And you're not a part of them. You did the part they needed, Donnie. They used you. They played in your face the way you play in the American people's face, the way MAGA play in our face. They got you. And you're going to be out of there before 2025 is over. Because jdvance, he want his spot. MAGA, I feel sorry for you because jdvance played and used you too. The Heritage Foundation, they got you. All those MAGA white Republican men on the Grindr app, they got you. They used Donnie, so therefore they use you. What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna do what you did with the Capitol building? Oh, you bad. You said you Michael Jackson bad. We don't believe you. So this is JD. They talking about jdvance secret buries Epstein Trump past. So it's gonna be more to intel on what he did when he went to talk to the Wall Street Journal behind Donnie's back that Donnie didn't know. Donnie, they gonna get you out of there. They used you for what they needed you for. Now you're all old and smelly and you're embarrassing them to the fullest, talking crazy about your uncle that didn't even work for a certain company. They sick of you like we're sick of you. Prepare to be sick of you because we up. One moment, please.
There is a lot of heavy speculation going around the internet right now after we learned yesterday that Vice President J.D. Vance flew to Montana for a secret visit with Rupert Murdoch, who owns the Wall Street Journal.
Listen carefully, y'all.
We don't know much past that. Now, we can speculate on the contents.
Hit the like button for me, please.
About what could have been said.
Give me some likes. Give me to 100, please.
Cover-up we've seen over the past few weeks. Let's read this. It says J.D. Vance met with Rupert Murdoch hours before the Wall Street Journal released bombshell Trump Epstein story.
Come on, give me some more likes. Thank you.
Did not announce this trip. It was secretive beforehand. Hence, the excursion was seen as a surprise and prompted local speculation. Well, not only local speculation, because now we are on this story. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the Adam Mockler feed. You can catch me.
Subscribe to Adam Mockler, please. Fair use.
Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Set your alarm. Don't miss it. I love you all. And let's just start with a tweet that J.D. Vance sent out a few years back. This reads, J.D. Vance doesn't want you to share this. On the left, J.D. Vance slams the Wall Street Journal and says journalists should be ashamed for covering the Epstein story. But in 2021, J.D. Vance said that journalists should be ashamed for not covering the Epstein story. The absolute
you can't have it both ways, JD.
Is impressive. It's offensive at some point because they're just gaslighting the American people. So he said in 2021,
they're gaslighting MAGA.
What interest would the U.S. government have in keeping Epstein's clients secret? Oh, ... And then he said, if you're a journalist and you're not asking questions about this case, you should be ashamed of yourself. What purpose do you even serve? I'm sure
remove Chris Lohman from here. Remove Chris Lohman.
Once in a while. So this clear contempt for the media is oozing out of JD Vance, even back in
Remove
2021.
Chris
The funny
Loman.
thing is, he was responding to Jack Posobiec, who's the guy I debated on Piers Morgan. It's a very, very small world, but JD Vance is even more of a hypocrite. Let's read this one. He said on July 17th, "Forgive my language, but this story is complete and utter BS. The Wall Street Journal should be ashamed for posting it." It's kind of funny, he uses the same word ashamed here that he used back here when he said they should be ashamed for not covering the Epstein story. Which one is it, bro? He then says, "Where is the letter? Would you be shocked to learn they never showed it to us before publishing it? Does anyone believe this sounds like Donald Trump?" Yeah, I do. I mean, it wasn't something he said. It was a voiceover script, so it sounds very, very plausible. And there are many reasons why the Wall Street Journal hasn't released the actual photo. Maybe the source said they couldn't. Maybe they're holding off. There are a multitude of reasons. But I just want to point out, JD Vance is a hypocrite. JD Vance said this back in 2016 when the Access Hollywood tape came out, in which Trump bragged about groping women. He said, "Fellow Christians, everyone is watching us when we apologize for this man. Lord help us." So you can see in these posts JD Vance's fall from grace. Was he ever in grace? Fall down into MAGA Trumpism. In 2016, he was saying, "The Lord is watching us. Please help us." Then in 2021, he embraces the conspiracies and says the media should be ashamed. But he wasn't full Trumpy until now he's running defense for likely a pedophilia ring. Well, let's continue with this. It reads, "FBI is in full panic mode, searching for Trump mentions in Epstein files confirmed by former analysis. FBI personnel were reportedly told to flag any mentions of Trump in a spreadsheet." So former FBI members, multiple of them,
Hit
have
the like
reportedly
button,
confirmed that the
please.
intelligence agency frantically searched for any mentions of Donald Trump in the files on Jeffrey Epstein following a Senate Democrat's claims. Illinois Senator Dick Durbin alleged that FBI personnel had been ordered to flag any mentions of Trump in thousands of pages of the files. Legal analyst Allison Gill turned to Blue Sky to ask any former members to confirm the report. In a response, a former analyst who had been designated as one of the reviewers, as well as several other members of the Bureau, led her to confirm Durbin's whistleblower-backed statement is true.
Thank you.
1,000 FBI personnel have been assigned to 100,000 files totaling 300,000 pages. Individual analysts were told to flag mentions of Trump by document and page number and log them in an Excel spreadsheet. Think about this. Trump's name is littered so thoroughly throughout the files that they had to create an entire Excel spreadsheet
Now that's
listing
sad.
off his names. Absolutely absurd. The legal analyst noted that, according to one source, typical restrictions on access to the files were not used, with the entire Information Management Division allegedly having access to the files through a shared drive. Sources also allege that the process was disorganized. Sometimes personnel were often waiting for new instructions, and those instructions changed frequently. As all of this is happening, there's no way you can't call this a cover-up, because we then learn JD Vance met with Rupert Murdoch hours before the Wall Street Journal released the story. And I want to break this down. Now, there are a few lines of thought here. Let's say there are three plausible theories. Number one, JD Vance was going there to kill the story, to tell Rupert Murdoch not to post the story. We know that Donald Trump tried to get Murdoch to kill the story. So this is plausible. This is not out of the realm of possibility. Some people are speculating that JD Vance went there behind Trump's back in order
I
to
believe
plant the
that to
story
be
about
true.
Trump and take power. I don't find that one as convincing. We know that Trump's team knew about this.
I'm going to beg to differ and disagree with him, but I want y'all to support Adam Mockler because he's going to be on CNN. That's big. You know, he started small. Now he's a big YouTuber, and he's going to be on CNN tonight. So please support him. Watch him. You can even watch it on YouTube as well. Support him. Put some encouraging things in the chat as well to support him, okay? Fair use, educational purpose, great research. And a little humor and entertainment, a little giggles, yeah, comedy. This is to refresh your memory. Listen carefully, beautiful ones. I'm going to keep showing y'all this because you got to follow the money. Donald Trump is always about the money. You see for yourselves who has been prospering since he's been in the Oval Office. It's been the billionaires, not the American people. Things have gotten ridiculously high for us. The cost of food, gas, electrical bills, etc., etc., etc. It hasn't gotten better for us. Things has gotten worse. Follow the money.
Last year, the Biden administration allowed our investigators to look at portions of the file. We did that at the Treasury building. Here is what it says. Treasury's Epstein file details, Mr. President, 4,725 wire transfers. Let me repeat that. 4,725 wire transfers, adding up to nearly $1.1 billion flowing in and out of just one of Mr. Epstein's bank accounts. If you ask me, that is more than 4,000 potential lines of investigation right there. Hundreds of millions more flowed through other accounts. That's even a lot more to investigate. The file shows that Mr. Epstein used multiple Russian banks, which are now under sanctions, to process payments related to sex trafficking. Last year, the Biden administration allowed our investigators to look at portions of the file. We did that at the Treasury building. Here is what it says. Treasury's Epstein file details, Mr. President, 4,725 wire transfers. Let me repeat that. 4,725 wire transfers.
And this is the thing, y'all. Those wire transfers have been still continuing. There's a continuation while he's supposed to be taking a long lifetime nap on the line. How is that possible? Because in that kind of operation, in an ex-trafficking operation, the operation continues. They just have different players. While the big dog, the main player, is somebody that's high in politics. That's how it rolls. Your politicians be involved in ex-trafficking and abuse of other people in other forms. For example, Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz. Everything is profitable to a demon in the Oval Office. So I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to tell you it's trigger warning. Let me take a sip of water because I am an SA victim myself. Well, I'm a survivor. I'm an SA survivor. So this is rather triggering. So I'm going to tell you, trigger warning. Again, trigger warning. Supermodel Stacey Williams recalls night Donald Trump abused her in front of Jeffrey Epstein. Hold on. This is in December 92.
Was a few months later in December of 92 at Donald Trump's Plaza Hotel Christmas party. And it became very clear then that he and Donald were really, really good friends and spent a lot of time together. After that, Jeffrey Epstein expressed a lot of interest in me, and we started seeing each other. When Jeffrey and I would talk, he mentioned Trump frequently. He was clearly a close friend.
He was grooming her for Trump, allegedly.
Late winter, early spring of 93, I was on a walk with Jeffrey from his brownstone on the Upper East Side down Fifth Avenue when Jeffrey looked at me and said, you know, let's go stop by and see Trump. And so we went to Trump Tower and went up the elevator, and moments later, Trump was greeting us, and he pulled me into him.
She was a young girl back then.
With his hands all over my breasts, my waist, my butt, and I froze. And I froze because I was so deeply confused about what was happening, because the hands were moving all over me. Yet these two men were like smiling at one another, continuing on.
Yes, it did, Alan. Thank you.
The next time that I saw Jeffrey was a few months later in December of 92 at Donald Trump's Plaza Hotel Christmas party. And it became very clear then that he and Donald were really, really good friends and spent a lot of time together. After that, Jeffrey Epstein expressed a lot of interest in me.
Hit the like button, y'all. Get me to 100 likes. Come on.
Jeffrey and I would talk. He mentioned Trump frequently. He was clearly a close friend, and they were spending a lot of time together. Late winter, early spring of '93. I was on a walk with Jeffrey from his brownstone on the Upper East Side down Fifth Avenue when Jeffrey looked at me and said, you know, let's go stop by and see Trump. And so we went to Trump Tower.
Hit the like button. Thank you, beautiful ones.
Moments later, Trump was greeting us, and he pulled me into him and started groping me. He put his hands.
That doesn't surprise us, because what did he tell the guy from I don't want to mistake and get it wrong, but I think it was Entertainment TV. He told him, I like to grab him by the PUSSY. So when he pulled her close and started groping her, it's believable, because Donald Trump said on his own thin paper lips that he would grab the women by their PUSSY. Nothing that has been said about this man surprises me. I believe it all. He's a monster. So I got something else to read to you all, but I can't play the music. It says, this part can't be repeated enough. Does anyone actually think this was coincidence? I'm going to show you, then I'm going to read the rest to you, okay? Hit the like button, beautiful ones. It's not a coincidence that Alex Acosta was involved with Epstein, and Donald Trump has made him a judge, y'all. See, it goes deeper than what we know of. The criminals in this Republican MAGA party, it goes real deep. They do what they got to do to climb the ladder. Not that they're qualified for the position that Donald Trump has been giving them, but they will do anything he says or have done anything in their past to get to where they are. So this is from someone named Tina Smith, Senator Tina Smith. It says, let's not forget the prosecutor who gave Epstein a secret sweetheart deal back in 2007. Allowing Epstein to continue assaulting girls was rewarded by Trump with a cabinet spot. Alex Acosta gave Epstein immunity. So now Donald Trump has made him a judge. The water is never clean around the Trump family. That water is always filthy, 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 filthy. It is dark brown and filthy. That is from Senator Tina Smith. That's not something I made up. No, that's from a senator. We all know about Alex Acosta. Florida is some dirty politics. Pam Bondi was the AG in Florida. Dirty politics. She too was involved with letting Epstein have like a free ride where he had this secret sweetheart deal. I'm gonna let y'all listen to my girl, Jasmine Crockett. She puts her foot on Donnie's neck all day long, 24/7.
Clear. I have a lot more education than he does.
Preach.
This is just what it is, degree-wise. I have earned my degrees. My daddy didn't have to make a phone call to get me into anything because that wasn't a possibility.
Tell him, Queen.
Okay? So we can stop playing games.
She is
as
so
if
pretty.
I am somehow lesser than, while he has somehow hoodwinked enough people to become president of the United States, mostly because they thought he was a good businessman. But that is just because he's a Nepo
bankruptcies,
baby. I promise you, if I was a Nepo baby and maybe a man, that I probably could too be president rather quickly, even though I am unqualified. Let me be clear. I have a lot more education than he does. This is just what it is, degree-wise.
It's the truth.
I
Don't get mad, MAGA. Facts.
My daddy didn't have to make a phone call to get me into anything because that wasn't a possibility, okay? So we can stop playing games as if I am somehow lesser than, while he has somehow hoodwinked enough people to become president of the United States, mostly because they thought he was a good businessman. But that is just because he's a Nepo baby. I promise you, if I was a Nepo baby and maybe a man, that I probably could too be president rather quickly, even though I am
Donnie with a GPA 2.8, baby. You should not have ever been allowed to step in that Oval Office. That's low IQ. Your own niece, Mary, named after your mama, said that you are low IQ. Jasmine Crockett IQ is high, baby. She's an attorney. And it wasn't given to her. Everything was given to you, Donnie. From cheating, stealing, whatever you had to do, you did it. Elon Musk has more to give us on the cheating, because that election, I don't believe you won. You said out of your thin paper lips that Elon Musk knows those voter machines better than anybody. You said out of your thin paper lips, Donald J. Trump, that Elon Musk knows those computers better than anyone. You said the election was rigged in your favor. And I will never forget that. You are not deserving to sit in that Oval Office. And when you out of there, they need to get rid of everything in there, because you don't cheapen the look of the Oval Office. Put all that plated gold everywhere, looking like Epstein's old home. You were such a bromance for Epstein, Brokeback Mountain, that you went and made your home look like his. That's where you get all that fake gold trimming from. Epstein used to do that. Lovers. It's going to always remind him of his true love, in my opinion.
Were run by Chris Ray, and they were run by Comey, and because it was actually even
he blamed everybody but himself because he's caught.
And so much of the things.
Hit that like button. Get me to 100. Come on. Give me my 100 likes, beautiful ones.
And so much of the things that we found were fake. They were run by Chris Ray, and they were run by Comey, and because it was actually even before that administration, they've been running these files. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. And so much.
So what Donnie is saying, anything they find about him in the Epstein files is fake. But that letter you wrote to your romance told us a lot. You said y'all had secrets and nobody knew about. What are those secrets, Donnie? Inquiring minds want to know, baby. Tell me. Fix that hair of yours and come closer and tell me. What are those secrets, Donnie? I want to know. Whisper it in my beautiful ears. What are those secrets? Inquiring minds want to know. Romance is real between Donnie. It was real between him and Elon. But Elon no longer wear his knee pads. He's done. Benito. So the Trump buffoonery continues.
Were run by Chris Ray, and they were run by Comey, and because it was actually even before that administration, they've been running these files. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. They were run by Chris Ray, and they were run by Comey, and because it was actually even before that administration, they've been running these files. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. And so much of the things that we found were fake.
Next, Mac is going to say, that's not Donnie's voice. That's not my Savior's voice. He doesn't talk like that. He doesn't say the word enigma. When I played and showed y'all that he says the word enigma. Nobody has to try to set Donnie up. He does naughty, sinful things. The things that you can't be forgiven for. The 7 deadly sins. God doesn't hear that sinner's prayer. He's a reprobated mind. Look up reprobated mind, Mac, because you don't know what it is. You don't know your Bible. Whew. So MAGA, come here, Sugarfoot. He played you again. He always playing you. You like to be fooled, and he knows you're an old fool. He's an old fool. So in response to Trump's terrors, Walmart has increased the prices by 51%. But MAGA, he told y'all that the Americans don't pay tariffs. And everybody been trying to explain to these MAGA bugs, maggots, that the American people do pay the tariffs. If they don't pay the tariffs, sweetheart, why didn't Walmart raise their prices 51%, America. You do the math, but you don't know how to add because you quit school in 6th grade and you didn't go to college. What do we expect from the non-educated? They have snaggletooth, rotten teeth, pop bellies, and all. Be slobbing all over themselves when they eat their bologna sandwich. In response to Trump's terrors, Walmart has increased prices by 51%. So when you go buy that new television, you're paying more than half of what you originally paid. You're paying the whole full amount and half of that amount. You got played. But wasn't China supposed to pay the tariffs? Mag, I thought he said that China was going to pay, just like he said that Mexico's going to build that wall, y'all. Just like he said he's going to show his taxes, and he never showed his taxes. He just continued to lie. He's a compulsive liar. Hit that like button. Come on here. Hit that like button for me.
There's no Epstein client list, then why did Prince Andrew pay a multi-million-dollar settlement to Virginia Giuffre?
Listen,
someone he claimed he never met.
He's right.
Why is Ghislaine Maxwell sitting in prison for trafficking underage victims to no one?
Tell him,
Why was
brother.
Epstein arrested in the first place, if not for running an elite-level sex trafficking operation involving underage victims?
Preach.
The entire premise of this case was this: powerful people, young victims, private islands, secret flights, and a protected client list that's never seen the light of day. We have leaked flight logs that include names of celebrities, billionaires, former presidents, royals, and intelligence-linked operatives.
Listen carefully.
A dead financier found in his jail cell under extraordinary circumstances. We have Ghislaine convicted, but not a single client exposed. Then we have Virginia Giuffre, the whistleblower, dead not long after her silence was bought by royal payoff.
Yep.
We're supposed to believe there's no bigger story here, no systemic cover-up.
Hit the like button for me, please.
This is a conspiracy without the theory. The breadcrumbs are there. From Lolita Express to the Virgin Islands, from sealed court documents to vanishing witnesses. The pieces are all in place. The only thing missing is accountability. This doesn't just read like a government cover-up. It reads like a Hollywood script written by someone who knows the audience won't ask as long as the lights stay on and the news cycle moves on. But some of us will always refuse to move on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and make sure you
MAGA refuses to move on, y'all. Virginia, the one that Prince Charles paid a healthy settlement to for taking advantage of her as a child. Virginia was hit by a bus. That didn't take her out of here. And once she was hit by that bus, she wrote a lengthy letter to let us know she would never unalive herself. And what happened? It was a fake suicide, in my opinion. A fake unalive, in my opinion, that she's supposed to have done to herself. She didn't unalive herself. I'm an SA survivor. I was taken advantage of by several different men my entire childhood, my entire teen years. I didn't unalive myself. She did not unalive herself, y'all. Believe it or not, sometimes it gives you fight to get out and tell your testimony to help others. She did not unalive herself. I'm calling BS on all of it.
Close friends. I knew in the 90s, people in Palm Beach were like, yeah, Trump and Epstein, man, they're always chasing pussy, young girls, this and that. This is not a secret. It was never a secret what Epstein was and what Trump was. They were close friends. They traveled together. They partied together. They dated, I use that word very advisedly, women together. They were close friends. I knew in the 90s, people in Palm Beach were like, yeah, Trump and Epstein, man, they're always chasing pussy, young girls, this and that.
I'm going to have to, because that word, I apologize, y'all. I forgot he had said that bad word in it. I am so sorry.
Pam Bondi needs to be fired. Who is rolling this out? The little rascals?
Pam Bondi has definitely made multiple inconsistent statements, and I'm sorry, but she does not deserve the benefit of
nothing surprises me with Pam Bondi. Hit the like button, beautiful people.
The current DOJ under Pam Bondi is covering up crimes. Very serious.
Come on, hit the like button.
Why are they doing that?
Is she stupid? Is she so click thirsty that
she
got out over her skis trying to make news, being a Fox News star. It's either that or she's a liar.
People are absolutely not going to accept just a memo that was written that says there is no client list.
It's not about just a pedophile ring and all that. It's about who governs us, right? For this to go away, you're going to lose 10% of the MAGA movement. If we lose 10% of the MAGA movement right now, we're going to lose 40 seats in 26.
You're going to lose seats.
What is enraging people right now is it's insulting our intelligence. Like, obviously, the intelligence community is trying to cover it up.
Hit the like button. Come on.
And I'm the Attorney General of the United States. But I'm Pam Bondi, the best Attorney General you've ever seen in this country. And I'm going to hold these people accountable.
And Pam Bondi brought me to the White House and handed me a stack of papers. And I got to tell you, folks, it was about as valuable as a bunch of blank pages. It was baloney. It was a binder of absolute baloney. And Pam,
MAGA
if you
mad.
can't do your job, we'll find someone who will.
There's no client list. Never existed. Pam Bondi just lied, said she had one.
Now he's a fool for Trump. That's a fool right
Make some
there.
noise if you care about the Jeffrey Epstein scandal.
Raise your hand if it matters a lot to you. Raise your hand. So every hand of 7,000 people.
Everybody cares.
How many of you are not satisfied?
Get me to 120. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit that like button for me. Come on.
It looks like it's going to be, and now this is like the who's going to be off the island first, right? This is like who's going to be voted off the island first. I don't know what to believe on that.
Epstein is a key that picks the lock on so many things, not just individuals, but also institutions, intelligence institutions, foreign governments.
Thank you.
And who was working with him on our intelligence apparatus and in our government. This is why it's a time for choosing now.
Pam Bondi needs to be fired.
I'm telling y'all, they want Pam Bondi out of there real bad. Like, we go together real bad. They want her out of there, y'all. I already covered with y'all about what she did with the border. Tom Homan, or whatever his name, Homan. They want her out of there. They're not backing down from it.
How did you go about analyzing the footage? And how did you arrive at the conclusion that the video wasn't actually raw footage as it was described?
The first step was
listen carefully about Epstein, supposed to be unalived in jail, prison.
Raw version and then the enhanced one. I ran both of those files through this metadata analysis tool, and I looked at what is called XMP metadata, which is basically data that's embedded by software on a file. Looking at that data, it became pretty clear pretty quickly, actually, that it wasn't a direct export from a surveillance system as the FBI described it in their memo. Instead,
our government has been lying to us.
Two distinct clips, two different MP4 files using Adobe Premiere. It even names the files in the metadata. And in that metadata, we also saw that the project was saved multiple times and that there were internal markers and comments left behind, likely used to flag activity during the review. All of this is sort of standard for edited video workflows, but it really contradicts the DOJ's description of this as raw video.
Is there anything that you can do to scrub the metadata on video files like these that potentially they could have done if they didn't want some annoying reporter like you to go looking or poking around to see sort of what was in there?
She says that with maximum affection, Drew.
Of course. You're not annoying to me, but you're definitely annoying to them right now.
Oh, yeah, I definitely get the sense that I'm very annoying to them right now. Yes, there are plenty of things that you can do to scrub metadata from a file before you upload it somewhere for someone to download and inspect. It's standard practice, and frankly, kind of surprising that the FBI didn't do it.
Drew, how did you go about analyzing the footage?
The FBI right now that they have, Trump's cabinet, they're sloppy. Kash Patel, sloppy. The Attorney General, Pam Bondi, is sloppy. They doing sloppy work. So regular people that are regular citizens like you and I, this guy, he found there was more minutes missing from the Epstein video from his jail cell when he's supposed to have been unalive. They told us that, oh, such and such happened, that is 1 minute missing. It almost is 3 minutes missing. That's enough time for somebody to either have done something to him or he went tipping up out of there. Could he be alive? Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. So, I want Donald Trump to cut the crap. He known Epstein for too long than what we realize. Much longer. Listen to this.
Trump was like her best friend.
And with
Ivana.
Yeah, with Ivana.
Listen about his wife too. One of his wives.
She'd be there.
His first wife.
At the time, Ivana had this. She was doing QVC, selling jewelry, right, online. I mean, on
Ivana
TV,
Trump.
She was like a QVC queen. It's Donald Trump, and Donald Trump was always hanging out with Epstein, and Ivana was always hanging out with Elan.
Right.
And Ivana would say, "We're gonna go pick up Ivana, or Ivana's gonna come," and we'd ride.
So Epstein been in his life a lot longer.
And
Ivana was his first wife.
Like, I have to get out right now, and she went and got a number from a child in a uniform.
Yeah. And
everybody knew what they were doing. Everybody who surrounded them knew exactly what they were doing.
Listen, she's saying that wife apparently knew too. Apparently.
Did you go for rides often with her and Ivana?
Yes.
And would she pick up girls all the time?
Yes. She didn't bring them in the car. She would get their phone numbers.
Right.
But she would drive by schools.
Right. So
Miss Maxwell.
So would she? And what's Ivana doing at this point? What
sitting in the car. And I'll never forget because one day I was really weirded out by what had happened.
I don't put anything past a Russian woman.
So I'm sorry, my phone's beeping in. Just give it a second. But anyway, I got to go in a second. But I just wanted to tell you, I was weirded out when they were driving around with this. So Elan just shut me up, gave me one of those cheap bracelets Ivana was selling on QVC, and said, "Ivana wants you to have this." And I threw it in the garbage. Ivana Trump was like her best friend.
Be sure to subscribe to Midas Touch. So it is being said in this Midas Touch Network. Subscribe to their YouTube channel, follow them on Instagram, etc. It is being said that Ivana Trump was friends with Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein co-conspirator. It goes deeper than we think, y'all. Because I'm going to tell you, so I don't put nothing past anybody from Russia. Man or woman, I don't. I can't trust him. You can't trust him. America don't trust them. Only Donald Trump. Because he's in cahoots with Russia. And he's been in there since the 1970s. Hear me. Since 1970 something, apparently. His hands are not clean, y'all. They're not. Sorry, MAGA. Melania is a fraud like her husband. Listen carefully. She's a fraud. Let me take a sip of water and I'm going to show you why I said Miss Melania Trump is a fraud. Return to sender. Somebody messing with me through this live. Return to sender. 10 times. Hold on.
Wow. Melania is trying to cash in on Donald Trump's cover-up of his dark past, his sickening connections with Jeffrey Epstein, and his efforts to try to cover up the Epstein list and the Epstein files. What do I mean by she's trying to cash in? So yesterday she posted an advertisement for her book, Melania, that came out a little while ago, and she posted the chapter, How I Met Donald Trump. And it's actually very disturbing when you read it because there are a lot of massive question marks in Melania's past. And well, Melania, since you want to volunteer this to grift off of Donald Trump's cover-up of his Epstein connections and the Epstein list.
Thank you for the gems, the gift, y'all.
I think we should delve into
hit the like button for me, please. Thank you.
Falsely that you went to certain colleges that you never
She didn't even go to college.
I think you have a very
She was a nude model, not a supermodel.
And I think we should explore that. Look, even when you read what Melania posts from her autobiography called Melania,
you're right, Queen Geraldine
it's
Lowe.
deeply disturbing. I mean, she talks about how in 1998 she went to this club in Manhattan called the Kit Kat Club. You've seen and heard me report on the Kit Kat Club before, right? That is where the wealthy Manhattan men met young Eastern European women. There was a specific individual named Paolo Zampoli who ran a modeling agency for young Eastern European women. He'd bring them to the Kit Kat Club and they would throw these parties, and Donald Trump was one of the wealthy Manhattan businessmen who showed up, and that's where he met Melania. He was with another young girl or woman when he went to the Kit Kat Club that night and met Melania, and she tells that story in this specific chapter. So let's just go through her background. Let's go through the chapter. You're going to be shocked by some of the stuff I'm going to tell you, right? Because this was right around the time, too, when Donald Trump was like best friends with Epstein, when he was palling around with Epstein, when Ghislaine Maxwell was working with Donald Trump to bring him young women. And this was talked about in the London Sunday Mirror, talked about how Ghislaine Maxwell, 1997, before any of the information about Epstein would get out, it would talk about how Ghislaine Maxwell would bring these young, beautiful women to Trump and these businessmen. And they referred to Ghislaine as Madame Maxwell is how they refer to her as. So just take a look at some of the photos of what Melania looked like when she was in Slovenia. Photos here, photos there.
She was not cute. She had work done. Melania had a lot of work done on that face.
A fake college degree. You probably forgot this story, right? CBS reported July 29, 2016, Melania Trump's website taken down after her degree claim is debunked.
She lied.
Melania Trump's website that had incorrectly claimed she had received a college degree has been removed.
She never went to college.
Redirects visitors to the Trump
she was
organization's
into doing
website.
porn
The website's
shots.
removal was first noticed on Wednesday by
Nude
the
photos.
Huffington Post. In a tweet Wednesday, she said that the website in question, created in 2012, had been removed because it does not accurately reflect my current business and professional
She never went to
interests,
college. She
or
lied.
maybe because it was false and fraudulent. The website had claimed that she had received a college degree before becoming a skincare entrepreneur and philanthropist. CBS News confirmed during the Republican National Convention in Cleveland last week in 2016 that her claim that she earned a degree in design and architecture at a university in Slovenia was false. Not true. The convention program read, after obtaining a degree in design and architecture at the University of Slovenia, Melania was jetting between photo shoots in Paris and Milan, finally settling in New York in 1996. This was a direct quote from the website.
She was doing
CBS
photo
News
shoots,
checked
all
the
right.
official public records of the
With
university,
that jaw
and
work.
Melania Trump is not listed as having graduated there with a degree. Also, she plagiarized her entire speech from Michelle
I
Obama's
remember this, and I know you
at
do.
the convention. So take a look at how she describes meeting Donald Trump. And again, this was the time when Trump was as close as can be with Epstein. Hi, I'm Donald Trump, Chapter 5. On a Friday night in September 1998, as I settled into the comfort of my New York City apartment after a whirlwind trip to Paris, my phone rang. It was a friend of mine. My boyfriend is throwing a party at the Kit Kat Club tomorrow night, she said. Please come. We haven't seen each other in so long. I just got back from Paris. I said, please, it will be fun. A lot of people will be there. We'll pick you up. While I was tired and jet lagged, I loved the idea that my weekend was about to be filled with the company of friends. I have always been selective in how I choose to spend my time and where I put my energy. A late night party at the club was not my top choice for a Saturday evening. Just pause there. You were taking a lot of nudes at this time. That's what you were doing, which you've since posted about, and you said you loved your nude modeling career. Currently, Russian state
and y'all said she was a supermodel. Please.
Nude
she can't touch Naomi Campbell.
Like the nude
not even Cindy Crawford.
That go into like the high art type of magazines. These were like the nude photos that go into
sleazy
magazines, if you know what I'm talking about. So then she goes, I didn't want to shy away from social gatherings. I accepted the invitation anyway. After all, it was Fashion Week, a time of glamour and sophistication. Like everything she says is such BS, right? I was actually looking forward to mingling with industry insiders and trendsetters. When I stepped into the sleek black limo my friend arrived, I felt like a celebrity en route to a gala. As we arrived at the Kit Kat Club, the energy of the crowd and dazzling lights greeted us. The Kit Kat Club was not that type of club. It wasn't like a beautiful gala. It was kind of like a sleazy club. Inside the dark, crowded space,
When men meet they ho-ho-hos and Merry Christmas.
editors and designers mingling on this Fashion Week Saturday night, I settled upstairs.
Hit that like button, come on. Thank you.
The atmosphere was one of sophistication and camaraderie. Oh, the Kit Kat Club. Oh, it resonates. Sophistication and camaraderie. Some guests danced while others engaged in lively conversations, and we're all enjoying ourselves. I saw my friend wave at someone behind me. When I turned around, I noticed a man and an attractive blonde woman approaching.
It was
us.
Donnie
Donald
boy.
Trump, the man said when he reached my table. Nice to meet you. I recognized the name, and I knew he was a businessman or celebrity, but not much else. He put his hand out to shake mine. Hello, I replied. I'm Melania. His eyes filled with curiosity and interest, and seizing the opportunity, took the seat next to mine and started a conversation. He asked me about my time in New York, my Slovenian home, and my world travels. It was a moment of connection, a brief encounter that left a lasting impression. It was nice to make a new acquaintance. He was accompanied by a beautiful date, so I initially dismissed our conversation as mere pleasantries exchanged at an industry event. The music was loud and the crowd boisterous, making it difficult to truly connect with someone. From the moment our conversation began, I was captivated by his charm and easygoing nature. So in other words, Trump was there with another young woman. He saw Melania. That's how they met at the Kit Kat Club. It was not a place of sophistication. She starts dating him. She gets an Einstein visa in 2001. They get married, and her visa gets expedited.
Snoring, hogging the covers, tossing and turning. These are problems in the bedroom that hymns can't help.
This day, but not legal. If Melania lied about her early messy path into the U.S. on her green card and citizenship application, she almost certainly committed what could potentially be the types of immigration crimes, potentially, if this is the case, I'm only saying, that Donald Trump is going after other immigrants for right now. The Washington Post piece does a very good job explaining why Melania's story about her early work in the U.S. is hard to believe. Green card. Questions remain about how Melania received her green card. A Trump family lawyer said in an on-camera interview with Univision that she received her green card through marriage. In the recent letter from her lawyer, which this new AP story now confirms was full of falsehoods, Melania claims for the first time ever to have received an extraordinary ability green card, aka the Einstein visa. Few experts believe this is impossible. Few experts believe it's possible, given that she was never a terribly successful model. It remains my opinion that until we see her actual green card and application, we should assume she received her green card through marriage. It is the only option that makes sense, as her own lawyers eliminated the other likely possibilities. And imagine that Donald Trump's wife received a green card usually reserved for Nobel laureates, and he never once bragged about it in public, nor did she ever mention it in an interview or include it in her bio. Now, one of the things I want to show you is during the 2016 campaign, Donald Trump said that in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, he would hold a press conference with Melania to talk about her status, her immigration status, which he never did. Here, play this clip.
They said my wife Melania might have come in illegally. Can you believe that one? No. They said headlines. Maybe she came in illegally. Maybe. Let me tell you one thing. She has got it so documented. So she's going to have a little news conference over the next couple
And
weeks.
it never happened.
I love it. They said Melania Trump may have come into our country illegally. And how would that be for Donald Trump to be talking? Here's the only problem. She came in totally legally.
No, she didn't, in my opinion.
All right, but you'll see it in a little while. I said to her, no, let it simmer for a little while. Let them go wild. Let it simmer. And then let's have a little news conference and have some fun.
So she ultimately never addressed her green card status. She got married to Donald Trump, and she brought her family into the United States. And as I mentioned, they met at the Kit Kat Club. Paolo Zampoli.
That's the Kitty Cat Club. You know what I mean?
According to the story,
well, men go looking for ho and Merry
and the rest is history. So now Melania Trump sold a documentary on, she sold her story that I just read you. There's more in her book.
I don't care nothing about that. Hold on.
Let me remind y'all that Melania, the first lady, a model,
And when I say model, I'm not talking about Tyra Banks, Cindy Crawford, or Naomi Campbell level, applied for and was given an EB1 visa. And what that stands for is an Einstein visa. Now, y'all that don't know, let me tell you how you receive an Einstein visa. You're supposed to have some sort of significant achievement, like being awarded a Nobel Peace Prize or a Pulitzer, being an Olympic medalist, or having other sustained extraordinary abilities and success in sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. Last time I checked, the First Lady had none of those accolades under her belt. It doesn't take an Einstein to see that the math ain't mathin' here.
I think about Melania selling the meme coin, which has lost like 98% of its value. I think about Melania selling like symbols of America in like bracelets for, hundreds of dollars, to people like why, how tacky
she's a grifter like a husband.
And even though she's not selling this, this just leaves personally a bad taste in my mouth, where the federal government failed Texas. The flash floods could have been dealt with so much better than how it was dealt with. And now they want to pretend they did a great job in Texas. But, Melania and Donald Trump go out there, and this is what she posts. And she goes, "Forever love, Mystic. This bracelet will forever hold a sacred place in my heart, a quiet, shining thread to the young souls who now watch over us from heaven.
She making money off the victims that was lost in the floods.
Of their presidents, and will forever symbolize their love. Mystic is permanently bound through the joyous time spent together and the remembrance of their shared laughter." I mean, look, to me, the sentiments of remembering these young girls who died is so important, and my heart goes out to everyone who lost their family member. It is one of the most tragic events. But there's more that we should be doing as a country than posting bracelets and charm bracelets and things like when Donald Trump says you're an evil person if you ask what went wrong, and as you have Kristi Noem, the Homeland Security Secretary, say what of the thoughts and prayers, look at our bracelets, like let's take action. Government needs at the Kit Kat Club when he was with another girl at the club. Hell, play the thanks for watching and subscribe. Can't get enough Midas? Check out the Midas.
Donnie Boy and his wonderful wife he met at the Kit Kat Club, the Kitty Cat Club, where the boys go play with the kitty cats. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That girl is no angel. She's not fit to be in the Oval Office. Not fit at all. She should have been on the street corner. Well, beautiful kings and queens, again, I'm going to show you. Be sure to shop your Tresemme products. Just hit the shopping thing and buy them. Also, you all, what's coming up in October? President Joe Biden will be receiving his what? Lifetime Achievement Award. I have 2 awards from President Joe Biden. I have my Lifetime Achievement Awards as well. And I see different medals and pins from President Joe Biden. I have my Lifetime Achievement Award medal, gold medal from President Joe Biden. Yes, me. It's not fake, baby. It's real, honey. My other award is on the wall already because it came in a really nice frame. Those of you who've been watching me for a while, y'all have seen it. Okay, then I have the President's Lifetime Achievement Award pin. I wear it sometimes when I'm going somewhere really special. I have my letters from President Joe Biden. I have different letters from President Joe Biden. See the letterhead? It's real, baby. Don't mistake me because I do YouTube. I'm a nobody, baby. Don't get it twisted. So this is my other award from President Joe Biden. The other one is in a gold frame. Y'all seen it already. This is the one I received. I think December the 9th, the 12th, I received this one from President Joe Biden, Lifetime Achievement Award. Yes, me. The Lifetime Achievement Award for lifetime commitment to building a stronger nation through volunteer service. President Joe Biden will be receiving his Lifetime Achievement Award. Yes, Indeed, and no, in October this year, yes, October this year, he will receive his Lifetime Achievement Award. And I have 2 different awards from President Joe Biden. I have a gold medal from President Joe Biden. Real MAGA. See if Donald Trump gonna give you one. I don't think so, MAGA. I even got a Lifetime Achievement pin that I wear sometimes when I go somewhere really nice. Get on my level, MAGA. You could talk all that trash you want to. I have 2 awards, which all my people on here have seen, my regular people that come on here. I have another award from President Joe Biden. I have my Lifetime Achievement Award, 2 different awards from President Joe Biden, a gold medal, yeah, me, a Black woman. He did a lot with Black women. And I have my Lifetime Achievement pin. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for coming to my live. Hit that like button before you leave out. I love each and every last one of y'all. I even love you too, MAGA. Yes, I love you too. Thank you for coming watching my live, MAGA. I want to thank each and every last one of you beautiful kings and queens. I will see you tomorrow. I will post on my community page what time I will go live because I'm self-employed. I had different things going on. So sometimes I can't go live every day at 5, but my goal is to go live at 5. And if I don't, I will go live a little later or maybe earlier. It matters if I have like an event to go to in the evening. Sometimes I will go live earlier. Then like sometimes I may go to the concert. Like I went to the Cowboy Carter concert to watch Beyonce do her country music album performance, and she nailed it. A queen did it. Yeah, Queen Beyonce. She put it down on stage last Monday. Not today, but last Monday. So I want to thank each and every last one of y'all. Hit that like button. Get me to 150 right quick before I go up out here. Come on, hit that like button. Do not leave out of here without hitting that like button. Show me love because I get on here and I get y'all the newest news that's going on with the Epstein and Donald Trump situation. Hit that like button. Come on now. Don't do me like that. Hit that like button before you leave out. Come on, MAGA. You don't like me, but hit that like button, MAGA. Hit that like button before you leave out. Get me to 150 before y'all leave out of my chat. Hit it. Come on. Hit the like button. Again, thank each and every last one of you beautiful kings and queens. May God continue to bless you and you prosper in whatever you got going in your life. I love you guys. Bye.